We're in one of the most crowded, noisy, and probably confused markets in artificial intelligence and analytics right now. We didn't have the brand awareness we needed to help us grow the business at the rate that the market is frankly growing. So we needed to take a different approach.
We're the B2B Institute, a LinkedIn think tank. Today, we're chatting with brand pioneers at SAS. We'll learn how SAS mastered the language of finance and overcame organizational friction to bet big on their first brand campaign. This is SAS's Edge Case.
We operated like a classical B2B company. Our marketing in general, we were very logical. We didn't appeal to our customers in an emotional way. And we were also very focused on short term, probably the in-market buyers. What we realized is we needed to invest more in brand awareness. We needed to appeal to our customers as the human beings that they are, not just the technology buyers. And we need to focus not only on our market and our buyers of today, but the buyers of tomorrow. When we went down this journey of investing more in brand, I knew I needed to build a coalition and a coalition with my peers in the C-suite. Honestly, we sometimes can speak two different languages. And so I needed to bring data and evidence as to why investing in brand awareness and how brand equity in particular is going to drive long-term growth for us. So here's where we brought in data from the LinkedIn B2B Institute, from Benet and Field, that talked a lot about the 60-40 principle and how you should be thinking about your brand and demand investments as an organization. We looked at the 95-5 rule, which observed that really 5% of your buyers are in market today. So yes, you need to appeal to them, but you also need to be able to create memories with that 95% that are not in market today, but will be.
Marketing metrics are sometimes difficult for finance to understand, especially when, the perception can be that they're more subjective. Okay, how do we know that this investment that we're going to make, how do we know it's yielding value for us? What really brought me on board was Jen helping not just myself but the wider leadership team at SAS understand the value of brand equity, made us aware of thought leadership studies and data points such as B2B Institute's 95-5 rule, and it really resonated with me from a software vendor perspective that not everyone's buying and most people are not. We know too that if you're looking for an organisation to purchase, if you're not on their mind, you're not on the list. To get on the list, you need to think longer term. You need to build a brand. You need to put yourself in their mind. There are reciprocal benefits to building brand. Your attractiveness as an employer, for example. It also helps to get your foot in the door in the sales situation. They're more receptive to meetings, etc. So using some of those leading indicators has given us comfort to continue the strategy.
We saw that folks on LinkedIn were 130% more likely to respond to a recruiter request. They were 6% more likely to connect with sales leaders, and they were also 35% more likely to actually respond to a sales email. All of that is gold for us, right? And particularly the balance between our recruitment and our sales and our demand efforts.
When you have very narrowly focused targeting, you're leaving out a lot of the audience that is available for our brand. We wanted to make sure that we were hitting buying audiences. We wanted to make sure that we were hitting future users, decision makers, and so broadening our audience gave us scale that we didn't have before. Since the launch of this campaign, we've increased the exposure of 9 million new members in the LinkedIn platform to the SAS brand, and that's huge in just a 6-month time period.
We are having a meeting to talk about budget, investments, and how we're going to apply that. Our finance business partner is right there with us. They get what the return on a marketing investment is going to be, and also how we're applying that, the strategy behind what we're delivering. That's really helped us is when we're not in the room. So when finance is understanding of our strategy, how we'll apply those investments, they represent us perfectly.
Marketing spend a lot of money, and it's an investment. It's not an overhead. So understanding what the investments are, what they will deliver, why the metrics that we align on are important when they don't necessarily yield the big green dollar sign in the week that follows.
My recommendation for anybody starting on this journey would be hold strong on your commitment to brand investment. You will be challenged on it throughout the process. So in order to help with that, what you need to do is make sure that your brand strategy is very well aligned to your company's long-term goals. Our finance team champions the work that marketing is doing because we're able to talk about the value that branding can bring to the business, not just to the marketing objectives we're trying to accomplish, but to our business. And lastly, find great partners to work with along the way. And certainly LinkedIn B2B Institute is one of those great partners that we've worked with.